butnu production. Ways, this is where our holiday begins. Because I'm just going into town to pick up my Euros and get some suntan lotion, sunglasses and shit like that. And then that's it, we're away. We're heading off tonight. Gonna meet Ben at the airport at about 3 AM. So, woo! Can't wait. Well, it's midnight and I'm here at Heathrow Airport, Terminal 5, just waiting for Ben. We don't need to be here till 5 AM, but we thought we'd just come really early because we're too excited to wait. The holiday starts here. Airports can be quite daunting, especially because it's easy to get lost. But no worries, because they've got maps. Well, we went to a hotel for a bit and they didn't let us in. So we walked through a really nicely fragranced tunnel and now here we are trying to kill some time.
Fine, we're just walking the length of the entire concourse at the moment. Because Dave thought it'd be a good idea to get here at 12.
Yeah.
Rather be 6 hours early than 6 minutes late.
I'm having fun though.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'm having fun, but it's a real sort of like thoughts on how to kill time. Really. I mean, we might walk the length of the concourse again. I mean, that would totally work as sort of like an activity.
It would double up on the time we've wasted doing it once.
Exactly. But given that it's only 4:15 and our plane leaves we can only go into the departure lounge at 5. Sorry, 1:15 even, and our plane leaves at 5.
Oh, I explained that earlier actually.
Oh,
yeah. But we've still got a cup of tea to look forward to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Holy smokes, I think we found something to do. There's this art exhibition about people bringing their grandfather's cars back to the UK. Isn't that great? Very cultural. And there's a 15-minute video that might waste some time.
And also, as well, it's Heritage Lottery Fund, so you know it's going to be boring. So, but anything we do after this, by comparison, will just be like the most exciting thing in the world ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you bring a travel chess set?
I've got a deck of cards, actually.
Good knock.
Hang on, I'll just stop the camera.
No.
Luckily for us, the time just flew by playing cards, and before we knew it, we were on the plane. Yes.
We're on a plane right now. Ben was a bit scared to get on, but he made it through. And he's happily told the whole cabin crew all about it. So yeah, lucky, and we're halfway there. Hey.
As the situation with Ben worsened, I began to worry, and all I could do was look out the window and take in the stunning views. But then things began to look up.
Yeah, so like before it happened, I was feeling really nervous. I didn't think I'd be able to get through it all, and I mean, I was quite fearful of exactly what would happen. And yeah, I felt sick a bit at times. I've been afraid at times. I've been a bit, troubled at times. But so far, I have successfully managed to make it through an hour and a half of this Drew Barrymore film.
As the reality of coming into land set home, both myself and Ben were absolutely stricken with fear. So rather than talk through it, I thought maybe I'll give you a bit of relaxing music to listen to whilst you watch.
arrived in Greece. We've had a first day. Didn't talk to the camera much. Yeah, this evening. Did some shopping around. Accidentally saw the Acropolis. We didn't want to see it till tomorrow, but tried not to look up. Only saw a bit. It was cool. Saw loads of cool little back streets and weird shops. We found Chinatown. They don't sell shoes in non-Chinese sizes. Going for dinner in a bit. I'm gonna wake that up. Had a great chat with the hotel owner. Taught me a lot of Greek pronunciation. He wrote me a little guide. There it is. 2 pages. Yeah, pretty good so far, but it's fucking hot. Yeah. Right, well we've just woken up and Ben's just having a shower. I'm next. Had a first night here in Athens and yeah, had a pretty good day yesterday, but we just took it easy and just sort of explored really. It's great, we've really got our bearings now and stuff. We had a really nice meal off Syntagma Square, and we ended up talking to this guy who's like some sort of CIA executive, political advisor, multi-linguist. He spoke every language, was like an expert on every country's history, and yeah, it's well on forever. But yeah, it's kind of interesting places. But yeah, so we didn't get back till pretty late, and we're up bright and early, ready for the day. Today we're checking out the Acropolis and the old Agora, the main marketplace for the people of ancient Athens. So this is a pretty exciting day. We tried our best not to look at it yesterday. We walked past, but you can't miss it really. It's huge. But yeah. So have a nice day. We're off for breakfast.
Well, we've just had breakfast. It's amazing. On the hotel balcony, it's amazing. One thing I will say, Greece is rose. It's absolutely death trap. But for me, that's part of the overall charm of the place.
As we entered the ancient Agora site, we were greeted by some impressive gravel paths before turning a corner and seeing our first proper ruin, the Temple of Hephaestus. Hephaestus was the god of craftsmanship and metalwork, so it's quite fitting that this temple is so well preserved. For me, it was a very special moment as I was seeing my first Greek temple that was actually in Greece. The temple itself sits in a really prominent position on top of this hill, overlooking the whole marketplace. You can see the Bouleuterion on there. That's the old council building.
Well, we're here in the
Agora.
the Agora, the ancient Greek Agora.
Yeah, just generally
Wow.
been doing some. Yeah, it's just to give you a flavour of things. And I'm sorry to swear, but when we came around the corner and I just saw the Parthenon there, I think I just literally like, shit. You know, it was just that. It's like it slaps you in the face. It's
the most.
unbelievable.
It just dominates everything around us. I mean, we're at the bottom of the hill at the moment, in the marketplace, and you can just see it towering above everything around. And you can imagine when all the modern buildings weren't there, you would have been able to see it for miles and miles away. And it's just a sign of power and just Achaean dominance.
Yes, there really is nothing to compare to it.
I got a stiffy just looking at it.
And you know, we've been perfectly respectful of the place by filming some Judas Priestley sketches. So
I got told off for standing on a wall.
yeah, well,
But we got the photo.
yeah, we got the shots, which was
Yeah, we almost climbed over a rope.
almost
We backed out.
yeah. Even though the Greeks don't have any respect for the rules themselves, we thought as Englishmen abroad it's important that we be anal. Even though the Greeks probably would be, but in a different kind of way, if you catch my drift.
We saw a tortoise just in a park with some pigeons.
Yeah, like
a wild
yeah.
tortoise. What's that all about?
Where did that come from?
Yeah, but We're going to check out the rest of the Forum, and then we're actually going to go on the Acropolis and look at the Parthenon.
Sorry to backtrack to the tortoise bit again, but it was quite heartwarming that none of the other animals picked on him.
Reflecting on the plight of the wild tortoise, we continued on through the Agora to the Odeon of Agrippa, which is marked by these colossal statues of giants. But this is a Roman building, and as impressive as it is, we were here to see Greek stuff.
I can't believe we're walking down the Panathenaic Way.
This is the Stoa of Attalos, which was reconstructed in the 1950s. Today it houses the Agora's museum, including some statues of some well-known ancients. Like this, the sea god Triton, a Roman statue copying an earlier Greek work. Or Nike, the goddess of victory, a Roman statue copying an earlier Greek work. Or the well-known Homer, a Roman replica of a Greek statue. And this modern mess of arms and legs and heads and... what is that? Thirsting for something more Greek, we decided to move on.
Just stopped off for a quick beer, and Ben's gonna buy some tacky jewellery. Delish.
Finally, after years of waiting, we're about to climb the Acropolis. There was definitely a certain magic in the air, but at the same time that was slightly tainted by the fact that it closed in an hour, so we were in a bit of a rush. And in the meantime, another emergency had arisen.
So I forgot to put suntan lotion on my face. I just bought some, but I think I put too much on. So I'm just trying to take it off.
It's a facing.
Is that still pretty white?
Yeah, well, you got it in your beard, that's the...
Oh, is that the clincher?
Did you ever see the film Home Alone? Dave?
Did you ever see the black and white minstrel show?
You look like Joe Pesci in Home Alone when the bag of clay hits him in the face. See, now you've just wiped it all off again.
Some of it must have soaked in. In many ways, this is it. We're beginning our ascent to the Acropolis. It's pretty steep. You've probably seen it in the background. I know we've mentioned it already, but you can just feel it in the air. I'm feeling it right now. Are you feeling it, Ben?
Yeah, I am. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, it's hot.
Beautiful.
It's steep, and it closes at 3, so we're in a rush.
As we continued our climb up the Acropolis, we stopped off at this rocky outcrop just to check out the view. Notice how wobbly the camera is here. That's literally how windy it was. As we continue round the back, we've got this great view of the Theatre of Dionysus, which sits at the bottom. And as we reach the very top, we're greeted by this amazing collection of ancient columns and pillar heads, and they'll absolutely blow your socks off if you like pillars and columns.
Yes. To see the rest of it, having seen the roof all these times in the series. That and the view, I mean, you can see behind me there. It's amazing. It's indescribable. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Without exception, get out of shot. What are you? Without doubt, the Parthenon is one of the most breathtaking sights you could ever see. Dedicated to the goddess Athene, the Parthenon, the Virgin, was a symbol of Athens, and this was really at the heart of the city, just dominating everything around. And when you take it in with the view around you and just the whole atmosphere being so high up, it's absolutely breathtaking. And with everything closing at 3, we had to head back into town. So we seized the opportunity to go and check out St Agnes Square.
So you think, where would a dog be drinking from a fountain? Where would that happen? Maybe some council estate in Rochdale? No, the central square in Greece.
And we happened to see the changing of the guards, so good timing. It's a strange, very ritualistic, funny walk that they do. It does slow things down, obviously. Yep. There they are. Just taking their time. I like the shoes though. Yeah, that was a highlight for me. And the little tassel things on the back of their legs, what are they for? Gotta love doing voiceovers. But yeah, watch out for next week's episode where days 3 and 4. What's gonna happen? I don't know.
Butnu Production.